Golden Blue Tube here with you once again. This video is a quick preview of the Oklahoma State West Virginia game. When I first looked at this game, West Virginia was a 7-point underdog. That line has moved. They are now a 6-point underdog. So people are betting on West Virginia to cover that spread. Now for the game itself, Oklahoma State is actually riding a 3-game win streak. They have wins against Iowa State, TCU, and Kansas coming into this West Virginia football game in Morgantown. Now for West Virginia, they were on a 5-game losing streak. Then they went to Kansas State and upset the Wildcats. Now the strange thing is, after that upset, West Virginia has a chance to beat top 25 teams back-to-back. So if they can pull off another upset, they'll have 2 great wins in a row, and then they will be 1 win away from getting to a bowl. But first things first, we got to take care of business against Oklahoma State in Morgantown. Now I found out that for Oklahoma State, their starting quarterback, Spencer Sanders, is actually out for the rest of the season. He underwent surgery. So they will be going with their backup, Drew Brown, who is a transfer out of Hawaii. He played 2 years there, threw for over 5,000 yards. Nothing spectacular, but a decent quarterback. This year, under limited time at Oklahoma State, he's thrown for 3 touchdowns and 0 interceptions, but he's only had 18 attempts. He's 13 for 18, 72.2% completion rating. So we will be dealing with a backup quarterback for Oklahoma State. The big deal here for Oklahoma State is their running back. He is a Heisman contender. His name is Chuba Hubbard, and he has 259 attempts for 1,726 yards. So West Virginia's defense is going to have to show up and contain this guy. I don't think we'll stop him, but if we can contain him, it'll give us a chance in this football game. Here's some crazy stats for him. He has 8 straight games of 100-plus yards rushing per game. He's averaging 172.6 yards rushing per game. And he also has 17 rushes of 20 yards or more. So 17 times he has ran the ball for at least 20 yards. That's amazing. He's averaging 46.5 carries a game. So they give him the ball a lot during the game. So our defensive focus needs to be containing this guy. Now for West Virginia, Jarret Doege is now our starting quarterback, and from what I saw from him last week, he is an improvement on poise and not getting frustrated and keeping his feet moving when he is under duress. He made some spectacular throws last week. So far, he's 31 for 47 with 353 yards, completion rating of 66%. 4 touchdowns and no interceptions. So that's another key to this football game that I see. We have to limit our turnovers. 0 is the number we want if we want a chance to win this ball game. So, no interceptions, no fumbles for us, and containing Hubbard, however you say his name, for Oklahoma State. He is a Heisman contender. We're not going to be able to stop him, but we will need to contain him. Now for our running game, Leddie Brown. He's got 79 attempts and 289 yards rushing. He's averaging 3.7 yards a game and 3 touchdowns. Now, for offensive and defensive stats, Oklahoma State is averaging 36.5 points per game. They are 16th in the nation in points per game. Points against is 27.7, which ranks them at 66th. For West Virginia, our points per game, 21.4. That's 112th in the country. Points against is 30.9. That's 90th. Part of the problem with the points against is we can't score points, and we put our defense out there way longer than they need to be, and of course they get worn out. So if we can score, I'd say at least 24 to 28 points, I think we have a shot to win this ball game. But the big deal is we have to hold Oklahoma State under 30 points to have a chance. So it's going to go one of two ways. If we can hold them under 30, I think West Virginia can pull off a win something like 28-24. But if they go over 30, I think Oklahoma State will win this ball game probably to the tune of something like 34-21. So it's going to go one way or the other. I can't do a score prediction on this because, my heart will say West Virginia, but it's one of those two scenarios. So that's all I have for you on this preview. I hope you enjoyed this video, and I hope you come back and see me here on Gold and Blue Tube. And let's go Mountaineers.